Your dog sucks! Well, does that nuclear bomb suck? Wait, what? Hi, I'm Pat, and I'm in jail for obvious reasons. But now I'm out of bombs, so I'm going to have to find another way to escape. But I'm homesick, so I'm going to talk about my dog. I have 4 dogs, but I'm going to make them all their own animation, because content. Which dog will we talk about today? How about George Bailey? Yes, that's his real name, George Bailey. That's just his first name. So what does George like to do? Well, he doesn't like to be smart. Here are some things that he does that are dumb. So, one of his favorite things to do is bark at shadows. Another thing he likes to do is if something's on the ground, he'll just randomly start barking at it. One time I was downstairs and he was running around, but then he stopped running and sat down. He started barking. I was doing something down there and I heard him barking, so I yelled at him to stop, but of course he didn't. So, I went over to see what's wrong. And remember those trending baby toys? Poppets? Well, he found one on the ground and started to bark at it. Another time he barks is whenever he can see his reflection. He freaks out, especially at night. Another time he barks is whenever I eat. He just sits there and begs for food. But whenever I'm at the dinner table, he doesn't bark at all. Even though he's dumb, I love him. And he was very easy to teach how to sit. I just took him outside and within 20 minutes he mastered it. Earlier, I talked about him barking for food, and that could be because he's fat. I barely see him eating. Speaking of fat, his favorite food is ice. Frozen water. But whenever I give him ice, he runs away from me like I'm going to steal it. Get away! Get away! Now, let's talk about why he loves me. George likes to follow me around the house. Whenever I get home after a long time, he'll cry until I pet him. He'll wake me up in the morning by crying at the end of my bed. Also, whenever I walk into a new room, I just see piles of torn up paper. He loves tearing up paper. This script's really short, so here's one last story. One time I went on vacation, so George stayed at my parents' friend's house. They have 2 other dogs, Orion and Walter. Walter's old and Orion's Orion. So when I got back from vacation, we went to pick him up. But when I got there, I was petting him, and I saw a toy. I started playing with George, but Orion saw this and thought we were fighting. So he tried to protect George by biting me. Ah! So, that's the end. Fun. Well, I found another nuclear bomb, so now I can escape.